what happened. But yeah, we're gonna get closing comments and closing stuff. Finish off the direction of the channel here. I'm expecting that a lot of my Dead Rising 2 content is going to be done sometime mid October. So I want to push it out around December. So we'll have a lot of Dead Rising 2 videos coming out in December as a base for the month of December. Since it's family time and everything, I figure get some Dead Rising 2 up and finish off the video and stuff like that. So expect a live segment for Dead Rising 2 coming soon. I'm gonna try and finish up the game. And then we already wrapped up Alone in the Dark, but I'm gonna try and get that up around October and push that somewhere in there in October. I'll be working on an all cutscenes video and then ending, and we'll be getting let's play segments in between. I'm probably going to be doing. We're going to try 30-minute segments and see how everybody likes 30-minute segments for the let's play segments. So you'll have plenty of parts to choose from for the let's play, and we'll see where it goes from there. It seems like a lot of you are responding very well to the all cutscenes, so I think I'm gonna try and pride myself and try and get all cutscenes for certain games up for you guys to enjoy as well. I feel like they're very enjoyable. It's nice to go back and just look at some of the like art and the cinematography and all the cutscenes, the CGI that they have going on. It's really cool. I've always thought it was really cool. It's nice to revisit like old clips and just kind of like just enjoy it. It's very comforting. So I'll be definitely doing more of those for you guys. I know you guys like them, so I'm gonna continue on. Uh, you know, Creative freedom has taught me that uh, I could just throw up as much as possible and see what you guys like. I have a lot of shorts planned, so we have more shorts coming very very soon. I'm gonna set up the next week, so I'll have this week ready. After this live segment, that's the first thing I'm gonna do is actually go and set up the shorts for the whole week for you guys. So don't worry, they're still there. It's just I've needed a lot of time to work on them, so we're gonna be doing that. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to Dragon Ball Z Striking Zero. Like I said, we have 100 and something plus videos for sure. I'm guesstimating we're gonna have 300 plus videos for that freaking game. Just call it a hunch. Looking forward to seeing what happens in that game. It's gonna be so good. We're gonna play the living hell out of it. So hopefully we have that up right as is. I'm gonna do my best to like put up as many as possible. So I was talking about comparison videos before I got cut off. So I have Dead Rising the original. Is it on portrait mode? Oh, cause like it's on the phone. Because I think it's because it's on the phone. Yeah, I'm recording from the phone right now. That's probably why. Oh, Star, come on, man. Uh I think I think they're both gonna be good games for people who give them chances. But if you're looking for reasons to hate on the games for anything at all, you're probably not even gonna play it or enjoy it. Games are for entertainment, but it's getting hard for a lot of people. Does it? It got zoomed out because I pushed the table farther and closer away. See what I mean? Like it's however close I get to the camera. It's an optical illusion. Trust me. Um, I think I'm still gonna play Assassin's Creed Shadows. My concern is that it got held back. like I was saying earlier. I'm not feeling good about the holdback, but I guess they just need to fix some kinks and stuff. Something must have happened in the programming and it's not working. So I hope they figure it out soon. See, the zoom is the illusion. It's all my movement, and whenever I touch the phone, like it's an optical illusion. It just looks like that. Anyhow, yeah, Yotai. If you can separate the main character's real life politics and agendas, then you'll probably understand. Like I said earlier, if it's just like reading a book from the 1700s, the mindset of certain people, even though like you love the stories and stuff, if you went back in time and actually talked to some of these people that made books in the 17s, 13, 1200s, their mindsets are not going to be current day or modern, and they're going to say a lot of weird things. It's like a grandpa talking smack about the world that's like 60, 70, and 80. You're gonna hear some stuff. I guess we just gotta learn how to like separate people's agendas and politics from just their job, you know? Um Voice acting is just voice acting. They're literally reading from a script and they're playing a character that isn't them themselves. So that's something we have to keep in. I would say, yeah, try and keep an open mind to that. That like when people are crazy in real life, they're they're not crazy in the character that they're playing. You know, like let's say, I guess wrestling is probably the best ordeal of that. And I'll throw out, and I hate to do this, but Chris Benoit, we'll throw him out. The character he played was beloved for the time, right? But like the person he was in real life, depend because of what he, whatever the reason is, you have to separate. Now they don't talk about it in any way or form. They've kind of like scrubbed clean everything, but that's why I don't do politics, man. I don't do politics. I just play the game. That's what I'll say. But yeah, I'm definitely more interested in Assassin's Creed because it was first. Yotai needs some time to ruminate for me because it just barely got announced. Um, I'll worry about what I feel and how I think about the game when it's like a week away. Uh, some games, as they get closer, you start wanting to play them more. So you're like, I think I don't want to play that game, and it's like 3 months, 4 months, or even a year before. But then when you're literally a month away from the game or a couple weeks away, that's when the itch starts, and you're like, I think I changed my mind. I want to play this game. Give, I think it needs time to ruminate. It looks good, but let's see how it goes. Yotai is it came out of left field. I was not expecting it, so we'll see how that goes. I am curious about it, though. I am very curious about it. But yeah, um, biggest game right now for me, like I said, is Dragon Ball. I love Ubisoft. I go to the Ubisoft press conferences live. So, I have friends that work in the industry that work at Ubisoft, which is why I get there. I mean, come on. Am I not Ubisoft enough? This is custom right here. You won't you won't find this anywhere else. What is this from? Can you tell? That's the Mon coin right there. So a blacksmith gave that to me. I got this at I got this as well at the Ubisoft press conference too. We got like a kunai can opener. I actually like them a lot. They're pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they made it legitimate. You could tell it's like blacksmith. Look at that. Look at that. It's like rough and coarse. It's like pretty cool. This can be turned into a real kunai if they sharpened it. It's already got the like. Anyhow, like just cool little items like that. Trust me, I'm Ubisoft. I love Ubisoft in my own way. Special agent, Special Agent Dark Silence reporting for Ubisoft business. Yeah, no, no, I do like Ubisoft. I try to steer clear of the politics and drama. Like I don't understand a lot of the hate for some of the gaming companies as of right now. Obviously everybody feels like there's an agenda somewhere or something, but when you're there, you're talking to the people, and you're talking about the game with the developers and the people who make the games. It's so much different, man. Like you could see the passion in their eyes, the tears of like their sweat and work being played, like the joys that they get from like watching you play their demo or something like that. Like it's not the same. It's not. It's so easy to alienate people from an online perspective, but when you meet them in person, they're just people, man. Yeah, no, it definitely shadow dropped. It definitely shadow dropped. Yeah, it was scary. It came out of left field. Well, like I said, like I was talking about in the last segment that got cut off. We got how many Game Pass RPGs coming now? Every single Final Fantasy 1 to 6 just got put on Xbox. We got the Pixel Collection today. Right now, the Pixel Collection is available on Xbox as well. That's wild. We have like 30 freaking RPGs coming within the next year or two. What about the aliens? Yeah, I don't know about the aliens, man. Starship Troopers will. We'll see what happens to the aliens. We're gonna show them what's what. I'm gonna do my part. How about you? Sorry, I pulled that line out of nowhere there. Let's hope that Starship Troopers is actually as good as it looks, and it doesn't have like server issues right on launch. Not to jinx it, but any online games usually be like that. That's what always worries me about them. I've had 3 segments now, and I know that I need a lot more practice on doing these segments for you guys. And I'm glad that like I got a lot more, and everybody enjoys asking questions and just chit chatting and you know shooting the shit per se about video games and whatnot on here. I really appreciate you all. Um, you're helping me be better for you. Put it that way. And I really do appreciate you guys helping me out and stuff. Anyhow, let's move on from the mushy stuff. So, how are you guys all feeling about being bombarded on Game Pass? I don't know if you're Xbox players or PC players, whatever it may be, about being bombarded with like 50 RPGs all at once in one night. This all happened at 3 a.m. in the morning. We got, let's see, we got Final Fantasy 1 through 6 shadow dropped right now, available to everybody. You can purchase the whole entire Pixel collection. I bought this on PlayStation, and now I'm really bummed out that I didn't wait a little bit. We got two Secret of Mana games that just came out right now. We got Trials of Mana and I believe the Legend of Mana that just came out, Shadow Drop, both on Game Pass right now that you can play right this second. 100-hour plus games, probably. Redonkulous. Redonkulous. We have a lot of Japanese publisher companies. I gotta buy it first. I already bought it on PlayStation, so this is why I'm like, oh man, I should have freaking waited. If I had just waited, a part of me feels like I should get a disc-based version of Pixel Collection for Xbox, so at least I have a tangible copy of disc. I'm a big collector of Final Fantasy, so if I'm gonna get it, it has to be physical. I think. Um, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's a $60 game. I mean, well worth it for 6 games. That's like what you could easily pump in like hundreds of thousands of hours. Yeah, Xbox is just. I was not expecting all of those announcements. Um, there's a couple RTSs coming out that they were talking about on the Tokyo Game Show, and I was like, okay, I don't really feel much sway for the RTSs because I don't like tactical turn based RPGs. I think Marvel. Oh, what was that game that we just recently played? Marvel something. Something with the sun. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, they. I actually watched it on the way home this night, late night. I watched it at like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. I was watching it on the way home. When I was coming back from whatever I was doing, and oh my god, it is fresh, man. Metal Gear Solid looks fantastic. I wasn't really crazed about a lot of the Metal Gear Solid back in the days, but this remake looks freaking good. I'm not even kidding you about Metal Gear Solid either. Like it's so crazy how good they made it look. And I don't think it's going to have any issues. That one looks solid. Um so yeah, there was this Metaphor game that they showed the trailer officially for the Game Pass and it's not coming out on Game Pass, but I think they were talking about it on the Tokyo Game Show. It's an Atlas game. We didn't finish the last Atlas game, but Metaphor looked like a really weird RPG because like you could call them in like like blades or something. It looks good. They have a lot of mech RPG Japanese anime games coming out. We have Bleach coming out. It's been so long since I've seen anything with Bleach. I'm blown away. I don't know where we're gonna find time on this channel to play all this amazing stuff. My problem right now mentally is like, how am I gonna play all this? How am I gonna make videos for all this stuff? Is the second question I'm asking myself. We have to watch it because some of these 100-hour plus hitters, there's no way it's gonna be sustainable to do 15 videos a month on the channel, at least at most, and still play 100+ hour games, maybe even 2 to 300. Some of these games are just disgusting in hours. Like there is no possible way that I see it being sustainable. Um, that's what my worry is. But we'll see what happens. Especially since I'm working on like a lot of like let's play segments and long play and full game play and everything. The I wish I could complain about how much editing goes on, but that's the job of YouTubing. Like nobody sees the silent work. There is just so many hours you got to spend on like cutting out certain things in the video to make them perfect. And dare I say, some videos don't end up too well because of audio drift, and that is a problem for me that I haven't been able to figure out on some games. I've noticed it happens a lot on. Sorry, give me 1 second. hair is getting in my eyes or something. Woo! I think it's almost time. It's almost time to take a break. The mask is getting me. Oh my god, another 400-hour game. Like I said, where that's my worry. How am I supposed to produce 15 videos a month and then on top of that play 100-hour, 200, 300-hour plus games? I would love to play them all. How's it going, Master? Thanks for stopping in again. It's just it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be really rough. Um, and like I said, life might be getting very, very busy for me here soon. So, and living situations have kind of become a little bit, squeezed out. There are times that like I gotta just cut off because like I I can't have the noise and there's just too much chaos and everything goes to hell here now. So that is my dilemma, my own bull. I'm gonna try and figure it out though. But as I was saying, comparison videos coming soon for Dead Rising. I do have the videos ready. I just gotta figure out the time frame in which we're gonna do it. It's either gonna be this coming week or next week or into October where I get the comparison videos. I know it's a little late, but I want to get them up for everybody to like look at the old one and see the new ones so that they can see the changes as a whole, And then I might when I get the chance to do it, maybe sometime mid October if I have time, put in videos for all psychopaths on both games and see how it turns out. Hopefully, there's no audio drift or any problems or anything. So I'm hoping for the best on that. So that's what I have planned, and I still have a lot of Mortal Kombat videos that I got to get up and finish for you guys. There is like 80 to 100 of those videos, and we still have some old school Twisted Metal stuff that I've been working on. It's the original endings. I was just it's more like a scroll where you read the ending, kind of like how Star Wars starts up. That's the old endings for the original Twisted Metal. I was meaning to get them up. It's just taking me a lot of time to edit them on top of everything else. So we're gonna find a time frame to do it all. I'm just, trying to make the pieces fit for you guys. Obviously, anything extra that I do is just going to be tossed in there when I can. I love Twisted Metal, man. They need to. I was looking for the Twisted Metal that came out on PS3, but PlayStation is so messed up that like they won't allow you to play that game without owning a specific PlayStation 3, and I you can't play it on a PlayStation 5 or PlayStation. I think there's a lot of them that aren't backwards compatible, and this is one of the games. So that's what was frustrating about it. Um, I also have, I think, Twisted Metal Head On. I wanted to work on it and do it individually. It's just a really old game, and I'll be recording it through like the PlayStation 2. It's gonna look harsh, but it's the only place I can get the endings and stuff for you guys. So that's I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do that. That's gonna be that's a secret side project that I've been holding off on. I don't got the time right now to go back into the PlayStation 2 and just like start bam bam bam, like and then trying to figure out the videos because the frame rate on those systems are not as they don't work nearly as good as our current modern day systems. So it's gonna look coarse and really rough and potentially bad. And that's what worries me about these videos. I did try to start working on Twisted Metal 3 in that game. I gotta tell you, I love Twisted Metal 3, but oh my god, is it rough? It's rough recording videos. There's no other way to like record 60 frames per second videos for Twisted Metal 3 like anywhere. Like there's no possible way to get that. And believe it or not, the endings are literally less than a minute. So I'd be playing through like the whole game just for like one ending for like less than a minute. It drives me crazy. It's a lot of work. So that's my dilemma with Twisted Metal. Um, I was supposed to keep that a secret. That's supposed to be my own thing. But yeah, I've been trying to figure it out. It's just I want to get it up for you guys. I just don't know if it's going to be feasibly possible as of right now. I have a couple of the endings ready, but they're literally shorts, but they're actual videos, if that makes any sense. And they look really, really rough. Like the contrast and the lighting on it is just not good. And you know, editing issues, like YouTuber issues, it's just one of those things that like I don't want to let it go, but I wish there was a way to play 3 and 4 like the way we played 1 and 2 recently, and I was able to like do something with it because they remade it and made it look good and run at 60 frames per second, etc. And they just upscaled everything. That was nice, but we don't have that for 3 and 4, and we don't have that for Twisted Metal Black. But we did get up Black, didn't we? So I did do something with Black. It was like the older version. So yeah, if you wanted to check out the Minion ending, I actually did that custom myself. I put my own voice in there and voiced over a lot of what Minion said. And that video for me it was a huge passion project. So I hope like if you guys can find it on my channel, you can check it out. It's actually one of my favorite works because I actually put my soul in there. Calypsoed it. Anyhow, yeah, Twisted Metal's obviously it's a passion for me and one of my childhood loves. You can tell, love it. Twisted Metal is just something else. It's unfortunate it didn't work out for 3, and unfortunately they didn't bring it out for when they brought out the series. And it's such a huge bummer. I was really looking forward to a new Twisted Metal game. I guess people just it's definitely a skill to play Twisted Metal and be good at. Like it's a different kind of monster. It's not a forgiving game, put it that way, and it's very hard for like newer people nowadays, newer generations to play Twisted Metal. It's really tough. I will say that without a doubt that like that is definitely a forgotten skill, and those who have it, they excel in Twisted Metal. So they just don't make games like that anymore. That's all I gotta say. They just don't. But yeah, let's hope for a game coming soon, huh? Hopefully they don't butcher it either. Hopefully they keep it keep it good, or at least good enough. Obviously, it could never be an MMO, but it could definitely be a competitive game like Multiverses, where they drop a new racer every month or two or something. Classics and skins for each vehicle and stuff. Like, I'm not to throw out the microtransaction pathway, but if I have to settle for something like Multiverses in the Twisted Metal series, I will quite literally fold so long they all have their own independent endings. I don't care if they're like animated. I don't care if they're like cel shaded. I don't even care if they have like weird actors come in that act all awkward like the original. The last tapes that I got up as well. I have the last tapes up as well. Even if the videos look like that, just give me something with Twisted Metal. I'm tired of waiting. So yeah, there's frustration there too. Anyhow, he got me to rant on about Twisted Metal like crazy. I do have a playlist if you wanted to check it out. I have as many videos as possible. It will be updating once I get the original endings up. So give me some time. I'm working on it. Hopefully they're working on it too, so I can get more to you guys. Anyhow, we're gonna probably start wrapping up. I don't know how's everybody feeling about that Life is Strange double exposure. I mean, a lot of people voted to just toss that game. Is everybody tired of Life is Strange? Do they want to see it? Should I play the game and just put up the chapters for you guys to see, so this way you can watch it as a movie? Like that, like nobody even wants to talk about Life is Strange anymore. It seems. Are storylines like that played out? Are people over it? I've been wondering for a while now. I don't know how's chat feeling about it. What do you guys think? What are you thinking about Life is Strange double exposure? I'm not about to spend $70 on it, put it that way. But I don't think anybody wants to spend $70 on a story based game. Personally, it doesn't matter how beautiful the art is if it's like $70, right? So, let alone a story that you just read once and toss away. But yeah, that one's kind of like on the back burner, I guess, until whatever. It comes out what? It comes out a couple days after Black Ops, Call of Duty. So I don't know. I've been wondering about that one. Anyhow, not to change the subject, we got that Slitherhead coming out as well. Yeah, I was thinking that there's a couple of maybe I should get some of the storylines up for some of the, because there was some like demos that came out that were like the stories. Maybe I should get some of those because there were one shots. But yeah, I do have some of the guides up for some of those games. I think, unless they disappeared off the face of the earth, um, I might do those privately since it's mostly story. Like when it's a dialogue game, it doesn't really give you too many times to talk except for like the walking portions where you're looking for collectibles, and they talk too much in the game, so it just kind of takes away from the story. That's my only problem with a lot of the story games. Like maybe I should just pre-record, then put them up. That's what I'm thinking because um, talking while the story is going on is kind of annoying. Metaphor Fantizo. Let's see if I can find that one. Yeah, Refantazio, right? Metaphor Refantazio, the 35th digital anniversary, right? That one looked good. That one kind of caught my eye in the Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, that one I was like, what the hell? Where'd that one come from? So yeah, they advertised that game hard. I'm actually thoroughly shocked with that one because it looks like some good animation, man. I'm all for anime games. They're very much so more likable. Like it's easy to like anime because like where it's gonna go. Uh, you know how they look. They're not realistic. It's fantasy. It's clearly full on fantasy. So it's a nice art form. Can't top anime. Bleach is the one I'm keeping my eye on though. Um, I don't know if it's a fighting game. I don't know if it's an action game or adventure game, an open world game. Is it like is it just like a card game like that Bleach game kind of has me? Like, there's no information really on that one, but yeah, Fantasio looks good for a turn based system. I'm looking at some of it right now. It kind of gives me what's it called vibes, the Persona stuff. Looks a little bit Persona-ish. Anyhow, anyhow, we should wrap it up. I'm starting to feel the sweat now, so we've been get some seconds. Anyhow, once again, thank you all for watching. We're gonna wrap it up here. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, and I will catch you guys on the next live segments. Thank you all for tuning in, and I appreciate you all. You're not even ready.